Hello, we are the Lumdog Millionaires. In the hematology lab, my group had to determine who the biological father of Audrey Scarlett was. Audrey Scarlett has been diagnosed with a blood disease referred to as von Willebrand disease. We used blood typing and genetic history of von Willebrand disease to conclude who out of the three possible fathers is Audrey's dad: Professor Plum, Mr. Green, or Colonel Mustard. Professor Plum was the only man with a blood type A like Audrey and has a possibility of having von Willebrand disease. Audrey and Professor Plum have type A blood. Type A blood means that their red blood cells only have A antigens. Type B blood only has the B antigen on its red blood cells. AB blood has both A and B antigens, and O blood has neither A or B antigens on the red blood cells. Your blood type is determined with a blood test to see what antigens stick to red blood cells. The disorder we were assigned was von Willebrand disease. This disease is diagnosed when one's von Willebrand factor in their blood is too low. This causes skin rashes, severe bleeding, weakness, sickness, headache or confusion, nausea, and coughing up blood.
Designer babies are babies whose parents have chosen almost everything about the child, genes and all. In this situation, the parents will know exactly what the child will be like even before it's born. Designer babies are made in a lab, then placed back inside the mother. This is possible because the lab workers take genes from both the mom and the dad and add it to the baby cell. Everything about the baby can be selected: hair color and eye color, height, and whether or not it gets a sickness. You name it, the lab workers can make it happen. Our designer baby case study involved muscular dystrophy. This child had a severe form of muscular dystrophy caused by a genetic defect. The problem is that the parents would like to have another child, but they don't want it to have the same disorder. If they choose to use PGD to make a designer baby for their next child, the child will not have this disorder. In the vet rotation, we received a mystery animal, and we had to create a cladogram to show how alike that animal is to others. Evidence of this is that over time, things that organisms don't use can disappear because they are not needed to function. DNA electrophoresis is an analytical technique used to separate DNA fragments by size. DNA molecules, which are to be analyzed, are set. The analysis of the data is that the blue-necked hanger is most like our mystery organism.
AA hemoglobin is normal, soft red blood cells. After testing the organism's hemoglobin, we found that the blue-necked tanager is the most closely related to the mystery animal, and the white-tipped sicklebill is the least closely related to the mystery animal. AA cytochrome C is a small protein found in the inner lining of the mitochondria. It is a soluble and very important part of the electron transfer chain. When we tested the bird's cytochrome C, we concluded that the painted bunting is most like the mystery organism, and the white-tipped sicklebill is the least like it. All of these organisms are mockingbirds and most likely come from the same ancestor.
Things that cause cat allergies and not the fur or the hair that cause the problem, but the cat's dander, saliva, urine, and their proteins is what makes you allergic to your cat. Inhalation and contact is how your allergies will start, but sometimes your symptoms may not show up in several days of contact of the pet. The effect of the body's severe breathing problem and severe rash on face, neck, and upper chest. This is because when allergens and antibodies are combined, they are small enough to reach to the lungs. People with asthma can trigger a severe asthma attack. Cat allergies can also lead to severe chronic asthma attacks. Normally, the immune system protects us from dangerous diseases unknown to our body, but with pet allergies have supersensitive immune systems that can react to these harmless proteins on the pets. The proteins are called allergens. You can buy a hypoallergenic cat. These cats produce a lot less proteins, making them hypoallergenic. Dark cats produce more protein than light-colored ones. Males produce more allergic proteins than females. Kittens produce fewer allergens than adults. Treatments for cat allergies are to avoid any contact with contacts is the best treatment, and avoiding any cats that can give you enough relief that you wouldn't really need any type of medication. Wear a dust mask when you vacuum to keep you from inhaling any dander. If you have a pet, you can take antihistamines and keep your house as clean as possible if you decide to keep your pet.